What was the choice? Was the choice was just to give it back, or was the choice to say we can spend this on the library, or we can spend this on the labs at North Hyde?
I don't know if you can do that because
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If you remember years ago, the whole NAD fiasco, they said they were borrowing it for one thing and then they ended up using it for something else.
If they had to use it for the field, then you might as well. You know, they can't. Well, do that or turn it back. But it's not going to go back to the taxpayers. So.
Well, people on social media saying they should use that to pave roads. And say, no, it doesn't work that way.
No, you can't. It doesn't work that way. I know that doesn't happen, but I didn't know if they could use it for some other school activity, because that does seem like a little extravagant.
I guess it would depend on how the bond was written.
Right. Well, no, yeah, I agree. So that was the question when I first saw it. I says, I'll bet there's something unwritten in here where they have to use it for this field project. They have to, otherwise, because it's COVID money, isn't it? Federal COVID money for a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
I've lost track of the COVID money. There's so much
supposed to
COVID
be
money.
So is the government.
It's COVID. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure COVID relief. That's COVID relief money. I'm 90% sure of that. And so they said, okay, you can have this. Yeah,
Now,
you need that field.
you know what? I'm not sure if it was COVID money, bonded money, or whatever.
I'm pretty
but-
sure it's COVID relief money.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. So if you take that money and, but no, that's what you got to, that's what we're giving you to spend. And they say, well, I'm going to give it back. Well, I probably would go for the once in a lifetime scoreboard.
Yep.
Yeah. I can understand why they would do that, because this is not, they can't do, if they can't use it for anything else, then might as well spend it, I guess.
My original thought was, why, back in my day, we had a mechanical scoreboard with kids sitting up there and putting the numbers on.
Well, that's not mechanical.
Well, like
It's
they
a-
do in the left, yeah, like they do in the
Left
left field
field.
wall at Fenway Park. But I live in Quincy, and Quincy.
Oh, great stadium.
Quincy's Veteran Memorial Stadium was completely done over by Major League Lacrosse, and then 1 year later, Major League Lacrosse was out of business. But I can't believe how much it adds to the atmosphere. I'm almost embarrassed at how much I enjoy it, and that it adds to the atmosphere to have that big video scoreboard. And sure, in a better world, we could feed people with the 300 grand, or we could buy more books with the 300 grand. But they really went all out on Beaupre Field. And if it's going to be an A1, top of the line, high school football location, go for it. I think it can also help draw money into the community if they can draw playoff games to now be played at Beaupre Field.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so my original instinct was no, but the more I thought of it, it's a high-tech world. People expect things like that, and I really do think it can help draw playoff games here to North Attleboro.
I compared it to what Attleboro did with Attleboro High School. The high school's great. The intersection of Rome Boulevard, Drummond Street, and Rathbun Road Drive was always confusing. So they put in a rotary.
Yes.
And in the middle of that rotary is beautiful stonework with a three-dimensional A that will have lights on it at night and so on. And there are people on social media, once again, and I kid you not, they should have used that money on improving the roads. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. But anyway, it was like, you know what? If you're going to do something,
do it right.
take some pride in it.
Yep.
And Mike, you've lived in this town all your life.
Entire life.
North Attleboro has a reputation for cutting corners and so on. And then years later, they say, we should have done. And it's like, you know what? You've got one bite at the apple, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, if you do the math, you could take that money and give every resident $10. Well, I'll give up my $10. It's not that big a deal. I can't even buy a dinner tonight for $10. So I'm not too worried about that. I know
Not even at McDonald's anymore.
Well, I haven't been to McDonald's in a while, so.
I have.
But I mean, that's what the math would come out to: 30,000 residents, $300,000, $10 a piece. Yeah. So I mean, it's not. It is undoubtedly going to be labeled as extravagant, and if they're willing to accept that, then I'd say, and if they can't give it back, or put it to some other school project, which I would think there are other projects in the school that demand some attention, then I'd say go for it.